Hi, I'm Frank and welcome to Australian Pro Poker. Each week we bring you the final table from a local venue featuring local players. And this week is part 2 of our final table from Sunnybank, our big teams event. $5,000 up for grabs. Now I won't hold you up any further. Let's get back to final table and see how it's going. Well, the very pretty lady sitting beside me is Aroha. Aroha, how are you? Welcome to Australian Pro Poker.
Thanks.
Now, the reason I wanted to talk to you is Aroha is one of our tournament directors, and I wanted to find out from a point of view of a lady running these tournaments with all these big burly blokes and carrying on. How do you find it?
I find it great. It's a very easy job. I find it very. I'm really passionate about poker, so I enjoy running it. It's a lot smoother than any other job you can do. You're pretty much your own boss, so
yes.
You don't have anyone telling you what to do, when to do it. It just gives me the opportunity to kind of do what I want, when I want, but still have that guidance of my boss.
Yeah. And look, I find this very difficult because I would thought that some of the blokes wouldn't give you any respect. Being a female in a pub and, they'd like to have a couple of drinks. Do you have any problems with that?
No, I don't actually. I actually play poker with a lot of these guys, and the older ones and the bigger ones are actually the really soft teddy bears. They're not actually really tough. They act tough, but they're really soft. They're not bullies. They have a bit of a laugh, but I'm very professional. I do my job to the best that I can.
Yes.
I take it very,
seriously.
Yeah, it's not a game. I like to come to work and make sure that everything I do to the best of my ability.
Well, it's wonderful. Hey, listen, guys, you want to go and play in this lady's game. How did you get into this? What got you into being a tournament director for poker?
I used to play on a regular basis. So I used to play Monday to Friday, sometimes 7 days a week. And how I looked at it was if I ran the game, Monday to Friday, even 7 days, I am pretty much winning every time I work. So basically, I win every time I work. That's just the way that I've kind of come up with it.
What a marvellous way to look at it. Hey, look, a few people have asked me about franchises, so I'm going to go and grab David Baker and we'll have a talk to him, okay? Let's keep going. Now, I'm quite sure you all recognise the gentleman sitting beside me. That's David Baker. A couple of weeks ago, I made casual mention of the fact that there were franchises available through Australian Pro Poker. Now, since that point in time, I've had 6 or 7 people come and ask me about the franchises, and I know nothing really about them. But this man, he knows all about the franchises. David, welcome back to Australian Pro Poker. Mate, are you impressed with today's turnout?
Absolutely fantastic. We're 150 for our first teams event.
That's outstanding. Now, look, we're here to talk about this franchise. What can Australian Pro Poker offer somebody who's interested in the franchise?
Well, we've got a lot of exclusive areas available throughout Australia in different states.
Yes.
So basically all you've got to do is go onto our website, australianpropoker.com.au, and look under franchises. Send us a link, send us some details about yourself, and we'll be in contact. So basically it's a full package.
So we give them training?
We certainly do.
Equipment?
Equipment. And we actually go out and help them get venues to actually start off.
Oh, fair enough. That's all right.
Most definitely.
So, if maybe a franchise, you're really into your poker and you're thinking, gee, maybe I could make a living out of that like other people do, get in contact with Dave. Come and find out, is a franchise for you? Because I've got to tell you, playing poker's a lot of fun, and running a business in poker, I don't think it's as hard as it looks. Well, that's about all the information I can tell you about a franchise, folks. If you want to find out more, give Dave a call. Right now, we're getting ready for our second half of our final table from Sunnybank. Carly, how are you? Welcome to the show again.
Frank, I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
This is outstanding today, isn't it? I mean, $5,000 first prize, and we're on to the second half of our final table.
Just look at the excitement on the players' faces, the shaking of the hands, the smiles, the concentration. Look at it.
And there's been so much fun here today. I don't think there's anyone who hasn't enjoyed the game. Oh, time to get a recap.
Let's have a recap. Okay, and our first person that we lost was Wendy. Her ace jack got cracked by pocket queen, so she was off.
As it happens.
Surely does.
Now, the next person we lost out of the game, I believe, may have been Clayton.
And it was Clayton. Big Slick got smashed by trip 5, so he was gone.
Oh, and doesn't that sting? But as you can see, Trevor was quite happy.
Trevor was pretty excited about that.
And the next player we lost was Caleb, I believe.
Yeah, Caleb's ace 3. He had a bit of a bad run, a couple of bad beats, and he was gone, and Gary took him out. So that was it.
All right, so who have we got left? That's the important question.
And what's the chip count?
Come on, leaderboard, where are you?
All right, so we've got Trevor with 3 mil, Michael with 2.6, Gary with 1.6, Chris with 1.4, Amanda 1.1, and Gary 850,000.
Wow, I can't believe we're down to it. We're getting right to it now.
It is. People can almost smell that money.
All right, we're away. Chris with King 8 suited.
All right, so big blind is now 100,000. So it's 100,000 for him to call, raise, or fold, and so he has raised. No, sorry, my bad. He's just called. Gary's folded 7-5. It's around to Michael 6-9. He's folded. Gary's folded his Jack 3. Around to Amanda with Ace 8 suited. She's got to play this. And she has. She's called the extra 50. She was in small blind. Round to Trevor with Ace Queen offsuit. Now, Trevor's big blind here, so he can either check or bet. What's he going to do here? I think he should.
Well, I would raise, but
I would definitely. Oh, and he's checked.
Checking.
Interesting. Maybe he's trying to trap them. Okay, so 2 Jack 10 is the flop with 2 clubs.
Amanda's got the flush draw.
Amanda's got the flush draw. She surely has. Trevor's got a straight draw, and Chris
just isn't doing well with
Chris
King
needs
8.
a little bit of help there. So Amanda's bet 100,000, so she's min bet.
Now, I would expect Trevor to call this.
I'd say Trevor's got to call that. Trevor's folded.
We cannot get a read on this man.
No, so he didn't, wasn't risk 100,000 to catch a king. All right, fair enough. So Amanda takes that pot down. Go the Ace 8.
Wow, what an easy hand for her to win.
That's it. Fantastic play.
Now, Ace 8, your favourite hand, dead man's hand.
It is.
Why is it your favourite hand?
I think the first time I ever played poker, I won a huge pot with it. And so since then, but unlike other players, I know when to fold it.
That's half the battle.
That is half the battle. All right, so Michael's folded his 3-2. Round to Gary with King 9 offsuit. Now, 200,000 for Gary to call.
With only 800,000 behind him.
He's going to have to make a move sometime. But he's playing very, very tight today. And he's folding. He's folding again.
$5,000 at stake. Why wouldn't they be playing tight?
I agree. Round to Amanda with Ace 7 offsuit. 200,000 for her to call. She's made the call.
And Trevor with 10-9.
So 200,000 for Trevor now. We can't get a read, so I'm not even going to pretend to think what he's going to do.
We'll talk about something else while he's doing that. For those who are watching the game and say, oh, 5,000, why are you so excited? 5,000 isn't a very big prize. For this sort of poker, remember, we're not in a casino. We don't have hundreds of players from coming around the world putting in big amounts of money to play for. This is a local game, and $5,000 for a local game, that's a hell of a prize.
Surely is. Now we've got 3-way action. Pocket 5s versus Jack 4 versus A7. The flop is 2-6-8. So no one's got a piece of that. So currently Pocket 5s are still in front. The turn is an ace.
Oh, now Amanda's in for it.
Amanda is definitely in front now with her pocket aces. And she's going to... It's been checked around to her, and I'm assuming she's going to take a stab at this and bet the minimum 200,000, I would assume.
That's about what it looks like.
I would assume maybe 200, maybe 300. What's she done? I bet 300, yep.
Your eyes are better than mine.
Yep, and Chris has folded and Gary has folded. So Amanda takes down another pot. Nice work, Amanda. And she didn't even... Oh, she does show just for sportsmanship. Nice one, Amanda. Although you don't have to. If you don't pay, you don't get to see them.
Okay, well, it's that time again. Time for a commercial break. We'll be right back. You're watching Australian Pro Poker.
Welcome back, poker viewers. Frank, I'm excited.
You're excited. Carly, I'm excited, and it's really hard for me to take my eyes off the table to do this commentary. I want to watch the game.
I'm with you. All right, so Gary's folded his Queen 10 offsuit. It's around to Amanda with Queen 4 offsuit. Now she's going to fold that. And around to Trevor. Now he's got pocket fives.
Again with the fives.
Didn't he just have pocket fives?
It seems to be a running trend in this game, pocket fives.
He hasn't had much luck with them though. Last time he didn't win, so he has made the call for 200,000. Around to Chris for 9-2 offsuit. Chris is going to fold.
No hesitation.
No, and Gary with Queen 2 suited. He's going to call the 100,000, and Michael with Jack 8 has checked. So let's see a flop. Jack 3-3.
Oh, so Michael's got a piece of this.
Yeah, so Michael has definitely hit top pair. And Gary would have to get runner for a flush. Alright, so what's happened here? So
Trevor wants all the fives.
That's it. So I've had a bet of 330,000 by Michael on his jack, and the other two have folded. So Michael takes down that pot, increasing his lead.
Some of these hands are just so quick. Some of them are really, really slow, and we have to fill in airtime. Some of them are so quick it's finished before we finish talking about it.
We're chasing our tail sometimes, and yeah, I agree. And that's the thing of poker. All right, guys, back to another hand. So Amanda is first to act with Queen 2 offsuit. Now she's got 1.6 million behind her. Blinds are now 100 and 200,000. So
Queen 2, I just wouldn't bother.
no, I'm not a fan of Queen 2 to be honest, unless I'm big blind and no one raises it. It's probably the only time I'd play. All blinds are 25-50.
Well, while Amanda's thinking, remember, if you're looking for a poker game in your area, australianpropoker.com.au, click on venues and find out where you can come down, join our family and start playing poker.
That's right. All right, Trevor has got King 8 offsuit. It's 200,000 for him to call. And again, Frank, I'm not even going to pretend to know what he's thinking.
I wouldn't have thought Amanda would call the 200.
Neither did
Trevor, I have absolutely no idea. Okay, he's going to fold.
Trevor's going to fold. Around to Chris with King 8 suited.
The cards that Trevor just folded.
Yep, he folds. Then we've got Gary who's folded. Around to Michael with Ace 10 suited. Now Michael's got 2.9 million. He's going to make the call. It's 100,000. And so we're now around to Gary, who has got
cards unknown.
Yep, cards unknown. So obviously a little bit of technical difficulties here. And he had Jack 3 and he's going to fold. Sorry, Michael did raise to
540.
Yep.
Okay. That makes more sense.
And Amanda calls.
Wow
is right. So 496 is the flop.
Michael's still out in front.
He surely is. 71% to win. And he's going to take us over
Amanda
this.
can't call this.
Well, does she believe him? No, and she's folded. She's folded, so Michael does take 500,000 off Amanda, which is surprising.
Well, the chips tell the tale, though. I mean, look how many chips Amanda has in front of her. She's done all right for the day.
Yeah, she surely has. And any two cards can win. That's what we keep saying, isn't it?
Looking at that long shot there, it looks like Gary's low stack. Gary midway down the table in position 5.
I agree. He's been playing very tight. Okay, so Trevor's got Queen 4 offsuited. 200,000 to call. He's going to fold, I'm assuming, but yes, and that is correct.
Oh, look, we got one right.
Yes. Chris with Queen 2 suited, he's folded. Gary now with Jack 8 has folded. Around to Michael with King 7 offsuit. 200,000 to call Michael. What's Michael going to do? He's going to make that call. He's got a lot of chips behind him. And we've got the short stack with Ace 5 offsuit. And I'm assuming he's going to ship it here.
Yep.
That's right. All in. He has been sitting back patiently. He's seen Ace Rag and gone, yep, I'm going to do it for a total of 600,000.
And maybe that's why I don't like Ace Rag, because you get so tempted when you don't get cards. When you finally see that ace, you're tempted to have a crack whether you should or not.
And Amanda has called with 5-4 offsuit. Now it's up to Michael for another 400,000, and he's going to make the call with King 7. So we're going to see some three-way action.
That surprises me from Amanda, I've got to tell you.
Yeah, so Gary is all in. Amanda still has 480 behind her, and Michael has 3.2 million. All right, so the flop is 6 Jack 4.
Would you believe it? Amanda's hit the 4.
So Amanda is currently in front.
And the 5.
So she actually has 2 pairs. However, Michael does have an open-ender. So, and Gary's got a piece of that. Gary's all in, so it doesn't matter. So Amanda's gone all in for, yep, and Michael has folded. So Amanda is going to take down this pot.
Certainly looks that way.
Yep. So Gary is drawing, an ace. An ace would help him.
He needs that ace.
He needs
or a
an
jack
ace.
or a 6 to counterfeit her.
That's true. Yep, alright, so let's see the river. Is it going to shatter Gary's dreams, or is he going to double up here? What do you think? There is still 3 aces. Yep, and that's
9, okay.
Okay, Frank, you know what that means?
Oh, yeah, all right.
Off you go. Okay, Michael, 3.2. Trevor, 2.5. Amanda, 2.3. Chris, 1.5. And Gary, 1.2 mil. See you soon, Frank.
Okay, we've just lost Gary from team nomination. Gary, thank you for playing Australian Pro Poker. Did you have a good day?
Yeah, awesome day.
What happened just then?
I don't know, mate. My mum was my dad. I've got no idea.
I think that Gary and his friends have had a really good day. So right now, I think we'll go back to the final table before I get in any more trouble.
Yeah, you got it.
Welcome back, Frank.
Oh, thank you very much, Carly. All right. Some people are really hard to interview.
You'd be getting tired seeing all of this running around, running from me back to the table.
It's all part of the job.
That's it.
I can't wait till I get to play again, though.
Yeah, me too. I'm watching this is making me just want to go and play poker.
Absolutely.
All right, so Gary's got ace 4 suited, and he's called the 200,000. Michael's folded 7-3 suited. Amanda's got pocket 9s, and that looks like an all-in.
Certainly did.
For 1.5 million. Trevor, king 10. So he's in the small blind, so it's 1.4 million for Trevor to call.
Okay, the prediction is that he will fold.
Yeah.
King 10 are good cards, but I still say he's going to fold. Now...
well, he's got 2.2 mil, so it would only leave him not that many big blinds, and he's folded. Woohoo!
I'm starting to get an idea of what he's going to do.
Oh, wow, and Chris has woken up with ace jack suited. And he's got 2.3 mil, so it would be 1.3 million for him to call, leaving him with 1 million in chips, which is 5 big blinds. So what's he going to do here? This is a tough decision.
This is a real hard one.
This is a tough decision.
He's folded.
He's folded, yep.
And Gary's got out of the way as well.
Folded, yeah. Okay, so Amanda wins.
Those 2 little nines did everything they needed to do.
Yeah, that's right. So she takes down another chip.
Okay, we'll be right back after this short break.
Welcome back, viewers, to more fun on the felt. Frank.
We have 5 players left playing off for $5,000.
It's just so exciting. God, I wish I was playing this game.
Yeah, you and me both, Carly. You and me both.
That's it. All right, back to some action. Let's see what they've got here. We're up to Amanda, and she has folded. We didn't get to see her cards, so that's fine. Trevor with Jack 3 suited. 200,000 for Trevor to call. Trevor's got 2.2 million behind him, and he's going to fold. All right, so around to Chris, and he's got pocket 2s. What's Chris going to do here? He's gone all in for 2.3 mil.
I knew he was going to have a bet. Just the look on his face, you could see him.
And Gary's got 5-6 suited connectors. Now Gary's only got 800 behind him, I think.
Absolutely.
So what's he going to do now? Does he put
Well, he doesn't know he's actually in a better position.
Well, he's got 2 overs.
Yeah.
But you don't know, and you just think, is my tournament life worth risking on 5-6 suited? He's thinking about it. He's trying to see if he can get a read off Chris. Looking around, saying, what do I do here? What do I do here? Alright, so what's he going to do? He's thinking about it.
There's a conversation going on at this table that I wish we were party to.
Me too, and he's folded. Alright, so Chris does take the pot down with his pocket 2s.
Well, gee, that took a lot of time for nothing to actually happen.
Exactly, we didn't even get to see a flop.
But that's the way cards go sometimes.
It's very true, Frank. And this, look at him joking, having a good time. This is what I love about poker, the social aspect of poker.
Well, we keep saying it over and over again. Are you sitting at home watching this card game all by yourself in the dark? Don't. Come down and play with us.
Come and play. Your chance to win $5,000. Come on, join a team. All right, Amanda's folded her 10-5 off suit.
Trevor with his Queen 10.
200 to call.
Come on, Trevor, you got to play.
Trevor hasn't played it. Oh, he's going for chips.
Yep.
He's playing.
But you notice that was just a call.
Just a call.
It wasn't a raise.
Just a call. All right, we're round to Chris with Big Slick. Ace King. He's going to make a move here, I'd say. He's going to at least
been
raise.
waiting for it, yeah.
He's going to raise, and he does. Yep. And Chris has raised to 600,000. Gary with 4-2 offsuit. Gary, don't even think about it. Yep,
No.
and he's folded. All right, so round to Michael with Queen 9. 400,000 a call. Michael gets out of that pretty quickly. All right, Trevor, 400,000 a call. No, and he does fold.
Wow.
Wow, so Chris does take the blinds. Nice play, Chris.
2 hands in a row, he's pulled
That's
the blinds.
it. Nice. Very nice. It's interesting how tight people are playing, Frank. And I know I've said it a few times, but with a lot of money on the line, and you're not just playing for yourself.
No, and that's right, because this is a team's event. You have a responsibility to your team.
And if you're the last man standing for your team, you want to get your team over the line. You just do. All right, so Trevor's woken up with Ace Queen suited. Now, he's got to play this. He's getting chips. He's gone all in. He's gone all in for 2 million, which everyone's just going to fold because they're scared of him.
Well,
8-2 Chris has folded. 7-6 has folded. Or pocket 9s. Or 1.8 to call. What do you do here, Michael? What do you do?
Oh, very hard. He's worked hard to get back into this position and
He
get that
surely
chip
has.
stack.
Look at him. He's looking like this is a tough decision. In this position, what would you do? He's called, and I would have done it. Oh, and man has got Ace King. This is going to be massive. She's folded Ace King. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's a big fold.
That makes no sense to me at all.
It's a very, very, very big fold. So Ace Queen against Pocket 9. So Pocket 9s are currently in front. So Trevor needs to hit an ace or a queen to survive.
King Jack 10.
Yep. All right, so we've got 3, 6, 8, 7. Well, looks like a potential straight. And yes.
Wow.
Yes, Michael has copped a straight.
Wow. Well done,
So,
Michael.
see you, Trevor. And Frank, off you go.
Yeah.
See you soon. Okay, 5.2 million is Michael. Chris has 3 million. Amanda has 1.5. And Gary on the short stack, 700,000. Over to you, Frank.
And now we've just lost Trevor, and what I would only have to call is, geez, you just can't tell with cards, can you? Trevor, Ace Queen.
I know, it was a good hand, eh?
Yeah, for down to this sort of this table,
Yep.
Ace Queen was a marvellous hand.
It was. It was a very strong hand, but
The 9s held up.
9 held up.
Have you enjoyed playing Australian Pro Poker?
I have. I enjoyed it very well.
And the teams event. Now, this gentleman is a member of Go Gold, Team Go Gold, who went to final table with 3 players. That gives you guys a
Yeah, it was
huge advantage.
Yeah, well, it was really good.
Marvellous. We see you back here again for another
sure.
Australia Pro Poker game?
For sure.
Marvellous.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Back to final table.
All right, well, welcome back, viewers, and welcome back, Frank.
Thank you very much.
I think there's almost a bit of sweat on your forehead from running back so quickly.
Absolutely not. Would never happen.
If only the viewers could see. All right, let's back to the felt. Okay, Gary's got 7-5 suited. It's 300,000 to call, and he's going to fold.
Michael, what cards do you have for us, sir?
All right, Michael. Michael has
We
folded
didn't
his
even get to see his
cards.
cards. I'm going to have to talk with the computer operator.
Yep, so Amanda has King 4 suited, and what's she doing? She's calling. Yeah, she was small blind, so it was only 150 for her to call.
And Chris with pocket 6.
Chris with pocket 6s now. He jammed with pocket 2s not so long ago. Is he going to go all in with pocket 6s?
You'd have to think he's a bit that way inclined.
Is it, or is it only pocket 2s that you go all in for? He's gone all in for 3 million.
Yeah.
So it's all in for Amanda to call. Do you risk your tournament life on King 4?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This should be an easy fold.
Yeah. She's got to fold this. She's got to fold this.
Are we going to be right or wrong, Carly?
No, she's
She's
called.
gone all in.
Wow. Wow.
I can't follow the play sometimes. It just
I'm actually shocked with that play, but hey, they're there and I'm sitting here and it's easy for me to say, isn't it?
and any two.
Oh, wow. She's got a flush. She's potentially got a straight flush. Wow. Wow. So she takes that down.
King high flush.
Chris
just like that.
survives because he had more chips. However, that hurt. I think that really hurt Chris, that one.
Oh, I bet you he's not a happy man.
I'd say not. But hey, if you have a feeling about your cards, sometimes you've just got to play them.
And that is exactly what happens, isn't it? People do play on their feelings.
That's it. Oh, Michael's woken up with Ace King. What's he going to do here? It's 300 for him to call, raise, or fold. He's going to, I'd say...
He's got a raise.
He's got a raise. It's definitely a different style of play this last half of the table, isn't it?
It's so different that I just can't even begin to get my head around what they're going to do. Everything
Michael's
I call,
actually
I'm
gone
on.
all in for 5.2. Amanda's folded King 9 suited. Interesting. Oh, and Chris has got pocket 8s, and he's got 1.1 behind him. He's had pocket 2s, pocket 6s, pocket 8s, and he's going all in as well. So he's called his all in. So is his tournament life on the line here? Yes, it is. Defending.
Absolutely.
So Michael has 2 overs. Michael's just got to hit or get a straight, obviously.
Well, having said that, if he doesn't hit, it's Chris's hand.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. And look at that. Chris has doubled up. Unbelievable. Look, folks, it's time for another commercial break, so we'll be back shortly. You're watching Australian Pro Poker. Don't go anywhere. It's getting exciting.
Welcome back, viewers. Now, we are still here with 5 in, and it's final table.
It's getting close. Final table at the Sunnybank for our $5,000 teams event.
All right. Now, Amanda's got King 5 offsuit.
I'm not even going to guess at what this lady's going to do.
She folds King 9 but plays King 2. So she's calling here. She's called the 300,000. Chris has got King 2 and he folds. Gary's got King 8 and it's 150,000 for him to call. And he is...
And we know where all the kings are gone.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So is Gary gone all in for 400,000? He surely has. Around to Michael. Ace 9 suited. He's going to call the extra 100,000. Of course he is. You're not folding that for 100k, are you?
No.
No?
And Amanda's called as well.
So 3-way action, and Gary is in risk of being outed from the tournament. So let's see. The flop is 2, 9, ace. Michael's hit 2 pair. And he's looking pretty good right now.
He certainly is. He's going to be hard to beat from there.
Yeah, and he's gonna bet here, and Amanda is gonna fold.
There you go.
Good bet.
Absolutely.
Good
2
bet.
pair on the flop. Hit it hard.
That's exactly. You don't want someone chasing a straight, a flush, so you need to get that out quickly. So
I can see the writing on the wall. Should I go now, or do you want to wait for the end of the hand?
look, you can, but you can get a head start now if you'd like, because there's no way Gary's winning. And yep. So, Frank, off you go. Okay, Michael's now the leader with 3 million. Amanda's got 2.9 and Chris has got 2.9. Final 3.
Oh, there he is.
We're getting down to the nitty-gritty now, folks. We've just lost another player. This is Graham. Graham, how are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
Mate, thank you for playing Australian Pro Poker. Did you have a good game?
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Now, you're wondering why I'm speaking softly, because it's so tense over here. I don't want to speak too loud and disrupt anybody. But this is another member of Go Gold. 3 members, 3 team players on the final table. That give you guys such an excellent chance of taking this out.
Yeah, it's good. We basically won it, which is really good.
Marvellous,
Yeah.
marvellous. So we'll see you back here again then.
Yes, you will.
Okay,
Yeah, that's good.
back to final table. It's getting exciting.
Viewers, welcome back. Frank, top 3.
We're now down to the nitty-gritty.
Oh, it is definitely exciting. The tension.
It's gone very, very quiet in the room.
Hasn't it? There's not so many laughing, not so many joking. All right, so Chris, Ace Queen offsuit, 300,000 for him to call. He's got 2.9 mil. What's he going to do here, Frank?
Well, we know he's going to call. It's a matter of, is he going to raise?
I think he's just gone all in.
There you go.
All in. So Michael's folding his 4-3, and Amanda with 6-7 offsuit, and it would be all of her.
7 has called.
I would
To stack.
expect a fold, but Amanda, I mean, you don't know. She's
called.
and wow.
Wow.
This lady-
13. That equals 13, Frank.
And that's why, yeah, I can't play those
A lot
cards.
of poker players won't play it. Oh, no. 8, ace, king. Okay. Queen. Oh, yeah, okay. So Chris doubles up and Amanda's out. So Frank, on your bike.
I just got back here.
Off you go, Frank. Or they're just
They're going to do a chip count.
They are going to do a chip count.
So
but
I can go over casually instead of running.
but I think that they actually had exactly the same amount of chips at the break. So I believe it was 2.9 and 2.9, I think. So this is interesting, isn't it? So they're just making sure there's,
It would be terrible to find Amanda's got less than 100,000 left to keep playing with.
Well, that would just be, and she does. She has 100,000, so she had Chris.
I guess I'm not running anywhere.
No, so she's all in this hand for 100,000, obviously.
Good thing I didn't take
She's
off.
got 6, 7. Michael's got king 3. It's 300 for him to call.
She's got 13 again.
Yep, lucky for some, unlucky for others. Chris has got pocket jacks. He's got to ship this, or he's got to.
Oh, well, he's going to call it. I mean, it's such a small bet to call. There's nothing left for him to lose.
That's it.
Here we go.
Yeah, so he just checked his pocket jacks, which is interesting. Oh, sorry, Michael must have folded, so it's heads up, so he couldn't do anything. And she said 2 pair. Only Jack will save him. Only Jack will save him. What's going to happen here? Wow, and so she does double up.
Yes, so she's gone from 100,000 to 200,000 in a game where other people have got 3 and 4 million.
Yeah, so look, chip in a chair, Frank, chip in a chair.
Absolutely. But you notice the lady is still smiling.
That's it. That's what it's all about here. So we're still three-handed. We jumped the gun a little bit, unfortunately, and I apologise, Amanda, for,
We counted you out and you weren't out.
I'm sorry about that. So now you've got 10-7. And she's gone all in. 300,000.
Did she look at the cards?
I think she did quickly, but it wouldn't have mattered at that stage.
No.
She's gone. And Chris is called with king 9. And Michael's got 3-2, and he's big blind. I'm assuming he's going to check, and he does check. So three-way action. So if Amanda wins here, she'll have 900,000, just under a mil. That's how quickly.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Isn't it? Isn't it? Count it out. Wow. So she's got an open-ended straight draw.
Look at that.
Wow.
I mean, Chris is in front with his 9, but I look at Amanda, she's got 10-7, there's 8-9-5 on the board.
So Jack are a 6, and she's good. So Michael folds, so it's heads up. It's now Chris versus, so pair of 9s versus an open-ended.
A possible pair of 10s.
That's exactly right. Well, yeah, that's exactly right. 2.
That's not one of them.
And the river is ace. And,
This time I am going for a walk.
All right, off you go, Frank. Okay, down to 2. Chris is 6.6 million. Michael has 3.9. See you soon, Frank.
And we've just lost Amanda from the final table. Now, I can't believe this. You're the last member of Team Gold. Go Gold. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. But yeah, I happen to know that you guys have probably got enough points to take this out anyway.
I hope so.
So, we can't announce the winner yet. There's still heads up. There's 2 players to go. Have you enjoyed the game?
Yeah, it's been pretty good, but we're done now.
We're done now.
Yeah, long day.
Will we see you back at another Australian Pro Poker game?
Yeah, of course.
Marvellous. Thank you very much. Okay, it's heads up. Let's get back there for the last of it.
Welcome back, Frank.
Thank you very much. We are now down to it. We are down to the final 2 players.
Heads up play. It's exciting.
Now, unfortunately, we already know who's won the team's event. But these guys are still playing. First place, $1,500. Second place, $750.
It's not money to sneeze at, is it, for free poker?
Not at all. Not when you get to come out and sit down for a few hours and play cards and laugh at a lot of people.
That's exactly right. Now, Michael has just bluffed Chris off the hand, although he did have a better kicker. 8-4 versus 8-3. So it's going to be tough. This final table is going to be tough. Heads up.
It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be on for battle. Okay, now, Chris has got king 3 offsuit, and it's 150,000 for him to call. And Chris is going to make this call, and he does.
There you go.
And he does, and so we're over to Michael in pocket jacks. Now Michael's going to make a raise here, I'm assuming. He's canning out some chips.
How big a raise, though? I mean, if you make too big a raise, you just scare your opponent
It's
away.
true. I'd go about 900,000, to be honest, is what I'd play here.
So you want to scare your opponent away. You'd want them out of the hand.
Jacks get cracked so often, in my opinion.
Yes.
So I'd
yes.
rather win the blinds than lose.
I suppose the fact that we can see that Chris has got the king.
That's exactly
and,
right.
And Michael doesn't
Yep.
know that.
And so he's raised to 390,000, and Chris
Gee, you
has
were
folded.
close.
Chris has folded, so I was off by 30,000. All right, I think it's time for a break.
Absolutely. Commercial break. We'll be right back, folks. You're watching Australian Pro Poker.
All right, poker viewers, welcome back. Frank, that was our last commercial break, so until the end of the game, it's you, me, and the felt.
Absolutely. We're going to see a winner in the next few minutes.
All right, so Michael's folded his small blind, Queen 6, and Chris takes down the pot.
There's so much at stake here because we know that the team's event has been won and we know that players have taken the team's event out, but we still have final table to finish. Now, first place is $1,500, second place is $750.
It's fantastic cash up for grabs. I wish I was playing.
For free poker, this is pretty
That's
good.
it. All right, so Chris has got 10-2 off suit. It's 150,000 for him to call, and he has folded, and Michael does take down the pot.
Gee, these hands are really quick now, aren't they?
It's going to go back and forth, isn't it? Let's hope they both get a monster hand shortly. All right, so Michael's got Jack 4 off suit. It's 200,000 for him to call, so blinds are now 200, 400.
And it's an immediate fold.
Yeah, and so Chris doesn't matter what he has because he wins the pot anyway.
Absolutely. Hey, look, folks, don't forget, if you like the program, like us on Facebook. We need the numbers to come in so we can show people that we have viewers. So don't forget, Facebook. Don't forget to like us.
Okay, so Michael's woken up with 8-6 suited.
And Chris has Queen Jack.
All right, so Michael's called the 200,000, so it's up to Chris to check or raise, really, or check or bet because he's not folding here. So he's raised to 800,000, so it's 400,000 for Michael to call, and he calls. So we're actually going to see a flop here, Frank.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow.
All right, so 2, Queen, 5.
Okay, so Chris has picked it up. He's got top pair.
He surely has, and so he's going to check.
Oh, that was a nice, slow slide check, wasn't
Yep.
it?
And it's now on Chris, and Chris is going to take a stab and bet here, and Michael's going to have to fold. He's got nothing. Oh.
Well, he's got the straight draw.
Yeah, he could
hit
hit 7, but it's a big risk for one card.
Absolutely.
Although there were 4 7s still in the deck, but all right. So
the play continues, and it's just 1 minute it's really, really quick, then it's really slow, and then it's really quick, and then it's really slow. It's just, I don't know. We're getting close to it.
I just want to see some action. That's what I want to see. Oh, Chris, Ace Queen off suited. Now, is this going to be the hand?
This is an all-in bet for Chris.
Play 1 is raised to 1.6 million and play.
And it's a fold.
And Michael folds immediately.
Wow.
And we don't even get to see his cards.
We didn't need to see them. Obviously, they weren't as good as Chris's, so we see another hand. All right. Let's see a flop. That's what I want to say. All right, so Michael's got Queen 8 off suit. He's first to act, 200 to call, raise or fold. He's made the call. Chris has got 6-3 off suit, and he's going to check here. Let's see a flop. 3-2-2. Chris has the best hand.
Do you remember earlier in the game where Chris was so low stacked at one stage, it was almost impossible to think that he could come back. And look where he is
Look
now.
at it. Look how many chips he's got. 7.4 million. It's huge.
And he's just picked up a few more.
Yep, and he has one with a 3.
Well, I say that because I assume that Michael's going to fold, but we're preempting a little bit now.
No, they both checked. They were checking it down. They were being very friendly there. Obviously, both of them were scared of the 2 2s on the board, the ace or the 10. And so Chris does take another pot down.
With the only card that no one was scared of, the 3.
That's it. All right, let's go again. Oh, Chris has woken up with pocket 10s. Let's see if Michael's got something. that's worth playing here.
Let's see a flop. I want to see a flop.
I want to see a bit of action. I'd say Chris is going to make a move here. But he also doesn't want to scare him off. But he wants to see how many chips he can get out of him. So he has made a raise. Maybe 1.2? 900,000. All right, and it's 500,000 to call. Queen 5 offsuit.
Michael's extremely conservative.
Okay, so play
Did he say yes?
And player 1 has called.
What did he just do then?
Okay, turn him
He's gone all in over the top. And of course, Chris is called. But he's not folding pocket tens there. I think Michael thought that he was bluffing or going to push him off the hand. So, Michael needs a queen.
Absolutely.
Or a 10, and he has a straight. As long as it's not a heart, as long as it's not a heart.
This is the play I like to see. This is the play I like to see.
Wow, and Chris wins.
Chris is taking it down.
That's it. The tournament is over.
Carly, thank you very much for your commentary. I'd like to thank all our crew who worked so hard to make this show happen and all the people who've been involved. But now I've got to get to the table for closings.
Well, that's our final table from our teams event. Now I've got Michael on this side and Chris on this side, and as you just saw, Chris has just taken it out. Fellas, where do I start? Michael, you have a good game today?
Oh, yeah, it's a fabulous game, man.
Mate, what team do you play for?
The Chesters.
The Chesters. So we're going to see you back at Australian Pro Poker,
Yeah, sure.
and we're going to see you back in the teams event.
Of course.
And just for those who haven't noticed, final table at Sunnybank last time. Recognise the face? He's been here before. Now over to the winner, Chris. Awfully well done. You'd have to be a happy chappy.
Yeah, pretty happy with those efforts.
What team do you play for?
The Royal Sampler.
The Royal Sampler. Now I'm hoping that the camera's down low enough that you can see all these $50 notes on the table. What an outstanding day. The first time we've actually been able to give away real money and tell people what we're doing. And right now, I'm going to interview the winning team who picked up $5,000. I'll be right back. Okay, here they are, the winning team. Go Gold. Now we've got Graham, Joan, Amanda and Trevor, and they've just picked up $5,000. Yeah, look at them, they're laughing, they're happy. I wish I'd just won $5,000. Australian Pro Poker, we hope to see you again. I'm Frank, this has been Australia Pro Poker, and I'll see you on the final table.